What is up, Gamer Army? Welcome to another exciting, super duper episode of Psycho Gamer. I am always going to be your host, Aubrey, and today we're going to talk about a couple of new little Arcade1up machines that have come out. Yes, there are two brand spanking new PartyCades, exclusively from QVC, so check out their website. But before that, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you know exactly when I'm going to be releasing brand new content, which I'm trying to release a little more frequently now. But stay tuned, guys. We're going to talk about these and go over an in-depth look at these two machines right after this. Welcome back once again, guys. Like I mentioned, we are going to go over two brand new PartyCades that have recently just come out and are for sale on the QVC website. Which PartyCades are these going to be? They are going to be an Asteroids, and they are going to be a Pac-Man. Yes, I know, I hear the groans right through the monitor already. Why another Pac-Man? Well, these games actually have some different ones that haven't really been on many of the other machines. Ready to see what they're going to be? Let's switch on over into my actual screen here and check it out. You have the Arcade1up 8-game PartyCade portable home arcade machine for an amazing price of $199.96 compared to some of the past games that have been released. Now, the first one we're going to look at is going to be Asteroids, so it is going to have 8 games on it. We got Asteroids, Asteroids Deluxe, Gravitar, Super Breakout, Lunar Lander, Avalanche, Warlords, and of course Tempest. Now, if we recall, they're looking at possibly making an Arcade1up machine next year in Tempest format in terms of the size and look. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's neither here nor there. Let's stay on target here. So that is the Asteroids machine. So we look at the actual Asteroids machine. I can't do anything other than just straight zoom in. Oh, I guess I can change that. Okay. So you have your standard marquee. I'm pretty certain that's just going to be straight wood with a decal on it. It is not going to be backlit at all. You have your art on the side, your standard Asteroids look on the side, which looks really good. You have, looks like a mono speaker there. You do have your dial. I'm not sure if that's going to be a first gen dial or if they're going to maybe bump it up a little bit, mainly because this really isn't a very expensive machine to make. Got your thrust, you got fire. Looks like you have that on both sides there. You got your player 1, player 2 button, your volume control, your power, and you have, well, your center button right here. Probably going to be a start or just a basic selector there, but we'll see what this is going to be like. You can see some of the instructions there. Hold second player for seconds to reset the game. 15 seconds looks like. It's kind of blurry because of how they took the picture. Rotate the spinner to select a game. Press A to select a game, which that might be A there. Hold player 1 for 5 seconds to return to menu and save a high score. So you can actually save your high scores in this one, so hopefully that doesn't mess up at all. We're going to take a look at, well, obviously they have the art down at the bottom as well. We can't forget the bottom art with that one mono speaker there, which, I kind of like the fact that some of them have had 2 speakers, but I guess mono speaker for some of these older titles, not really going to be a big issue. We have Pacman. Now, here's where a couple of them look a little nice. We got Pacman, Pac-Pal, Super Pac-Man. I know, color me surprised. You have Dig Dug, Galaga, Galaxian, Xevious, and Mappy. Those are a couple that haven't been on too many of the machines at all. So it is kind of nice that they're releasing those. Obviously, you see your player 1, player 2, your volume control, your power on and off. You have your fire button, and then you have your select button. Those buttons are going to be more for basically anything that's not Pac-Man related there. You got the back of the machine, which you can see your standard Arcade1up logo right there. All your basic made in China and warning labels and, you know, just basically all the terms kind of stuff. There's your power plug there. Obviously they still have the cool little breakaway thing there. I guess if you want to replace it, you have your standard power supply here. Now they also are adding a couple of legs there, so if you don't want to mount it to, say, a wall or a door, you can actually take a couple of the bottom screws off and attach these legs or feet to it so that it'll stand up and not tip over. Here you see some of the extra accessories that they're releasing so that you can actually hang it from a door. Oops. So you can hang it from a door. You see the little hooks there that kind of go over the top of the actual door itself. And then you can mount your machine directly to them. You got plenty of screws, nuts and bolts to hang it from a wall, or even mount it. Why does I keep doing that? Mount it directly to a wall. So some pretty cool little features when it comes to that. And this guy is a little overly excited watching this, but they have released a couple videos here, so we're going to play those videos for you. Eight games in one machine. Pac-Man or Asteroids, yes. And of course, you have the original artwork. Pac-Man. Yes, Mom and Dad will really love these. They might go a little overly excited when it comes to some of these. But it does look like it's got a big screen on it, which I'm kind of surprised on. I'll have to look and see what size screen they're using with this one. Obviously it comes fully pre-assembled. And that's the first video here. They released 3 different videos. I think one is like an actual trailer.
Hey, welcome to the man cave. Come on in. There's something I want to show you.
Oh, they're showing off this particular thing being played by somebody from QVC.
Games? I don't mean video consoles that you have at home. I mean full-size arcade games where you would drop quarters in and spend your money and play and laugh and enjoy time with your friends. Well, they're back. Asteroids was my all-time favorite game. Where I grew up, there was a bowling alley not too far from where I lived, and me and my best buddy Brad would get a roll of quarters that we'd save up over the week, and on Friday nights we would go to the Keystone Bowling Alley and play
Oh, there we go. The
hours.
video quality got better all of a sudden. How about that?
That type of fun. Uh-oh. Hyperspace.
Oh, you died. Ha ha.
I recommend it to anybody. It's a wonderful way of just being a kid again. Okay, I'm going for high scores.
Alright, that's their QVC video, and then this one is just basically showing how it comes and how you can assemble it, hang it on the wall. That's a big box for this thing.
Is a screwdriver, drill, and tape measure. After you take the PartyCade out of the box, choose your wall location and find a spot that has a stud in which
Yes,
you
because
can attach the mouse.
tapping on the wall with your knuckle always works.
Instructions in the box. Use the indicated hardware along with your drill and/or screwdriver to attach the mounting bracket to the wall. We suggest that you install the mounting bracket at the height of 60 inches. Simply lift and hang your PartyCade on the wall mount and turn the locking bracket to the down position to lock in place. For added security, we have included L-shaped brackets as well. Use the power adapter and plug into the machine and then the wall. Remove the protective film that is on the front of the screen by simply peeling it off, starting with the bottom left corner. Besides mounting the PartyCade to the wall, we also include the door hooks so you can hang the machine from the back of your door.
That just looks so janky. Look how it's moving around.
And slide the hanger to adjust the length. Use the nut and bolt to secure. Hang the larger hooks onto the door and adjust to the correct width, corresponding with the holes on the back of the machine. The final step is to hang the PartyCade to the bottom of the hooks. What's nice about hanging the PartyCade from a door is that you can easily store the machine when you are not using it. The final way to use your PartyCade is on a tabletop. To do this, you will need to attach the included leg supports. Simply remove and set aside the bottom screws. Now, line up the leg support with the corresponding holes in the machine. Insert both of the screws and repeat on the other side. Now you are ready to power on your Arcade1up machine and bring home the arcade.
Alright, so that pretty much is a look at the machine itself. Now let's go down to what some people are really always anxious about. Let's look at the specifications they actually have on here. Obviously Pac-Man's got Pac-Man Super Pac-Man, Pac-Man Galaxy, and Galaga Dig Dug, Xevious, and Mappy. Asteroids has Asteroids Deluxe, Asteroids, Tempest, Super Breakout, Lunar Lander, Gravitar, Warlords, and Avalanche. It does have a 17-inch color LCD screen. I'm actually pretty surprised that it's got the same size screen as the full Arcade1up cabinets. Real fill arcade joystick and button configuration, on-screen menu selection menu, coinless, adjustable volume, artwork deck protector. Measures approximately 28.75 inches high, 7.5 inches deep, and 18.5 inches wide. Weighs 27.5 pounds. It's got a little bit of weight to it. Relive your glory days of afternoons of the arcade with this PartyCade arcade machine designed to be mounted on a wall, hanging over door, sitting on a table. Features 8 classic games, comes complete with original artwork and coinless operation, every kid's dream, adding the ultimate cool factor to your finished basement, man cave, home office, or dining room. We won't judge, from Arcade1up. And that's pretty much the gist of everything in here. Now, obviously, I didn't touch on Pac-Man quite as much, but, you know, it looks exactly the same as the other cabinet, as the other countercade here, PartyCade. I won't say it's not much different. It is thinner than the actual countercade. But they still do look pretty good. For a couple $100 for 8 games to give you semi-arcade kind of play, I just feel my knuckles would probably be hitting that screen a lot, especially playing games like Pac-Man and Galaga. Doesn't give that much room to really touch with. I don't know how big that is. It might only be about 3 or 4 inches wide, so you have about this much room to kind of play with from the looks of it. So, do any of you guys have any of the other previous PartyCades? I think they had, what was it, Centipede, I think was one of the other ones. So, if you guys have an actual PartyCade at your house, how does it work for you? Do you have big hands? Do your knuckles bump up against the glass? Post down below. Post if you like the looks of this and you think you may actually want to get this. I am going to post a link down below. So hopefully you guys will... There we go. So hopefully you guys will actually like this machine. I'm not kicking and screaming about the price. $200 isn't too bad for this amount of games. At least by Arcade1up's standards. At least it's not, $400, $500 for 2 or 3 games in some cases. So I know many of you guys were complaining about some of the upcoming titles, such as Outrun only having 4 games on it instead of 5, like they kind of initially were talking about, but didn't officially get announced. But I appreciate you guys coming out to check out the video. Hope you like this in-depth look at these 2 Arcade1up machines. Give me a like, give me a subscribe if you have not done so yet. I appreciate each and every one of you doing that. I also appreciate your comments. So without some of you guys, some of this content I won't even realize is out there. So thank you once again, especially you, Negative One. You know that I appreciate you as well. But until next time, guys, game on.